Hey everybody, I'm Eric. It's Wednesday. That means it's comic book time. Today is Wednesday something, December 29th. Look at that. The year 2021 almost over. So these are the last comics I'm going to get in 2021. Let's just dive right in. Nothing special this time. There was one trade paperback that came in. I had ordered it, but it wasn't on the invoice I saw. So it was a little bit of a surprise. Otherwise, everything else on the invoice, stuff I ordered, we're good to go. And we're going to start off with Timeless, #1 from Marvel Comics. This is a one shot. There's old Kang. If you're a fan of Disney Plus Marvel TV shows, but not a comic book fan, you should still recognize this guy from the Loki show. Sort of. As I said, this is just a one shot, and I believe, I'm not 100% sure, I believe this is one of those one shots that Marvel will put out that sort of hints at what's to come in the next year or so, sort of sets things up. May or may not be the case. I just got it, haven't read it, don't know. But I like Kang. So there you go. Ooh, Stray Dogs. Dog Days, #1. This is from Image. This is just a 2 or 3 issue follow up to Stray Dogs. As usual, I got the movie cover. So, just in case anyone doesn't recognize that, that would be from Creepshow. And I really dug the first issue, or the first storyline, the first series of Stray Dogs. So, very interested to see what they do here. Then we have The Human Target, #3. They really didn't have many covers to choose from. I just took what they gave me, which is fine. I like Ice as a character. This is DC Black Label, written by Tom King. I have not read the first 2 issues yet because I am still behind. But I dig the interior art. Seems like it's going to be an entertaining book. Then we have the book that's going to go on top of the pile, ahead of everything else, because I'm just loving this. DC vs. Vampires, #3, from DC, of course. And that's 3 of 12. I have read the first 2 issues because I put it on the top of the pile. That's just how I am. It's really wild and crazy. Really dug the last issue with Batman talking to the Bat family about what's going on and their interplay. Yeah, I'm really digging this series. I think DC is doing very well with their hero-centric horror stuff. The Deceased titles were all really good, and DC vs. Vampires has been really good so far. The Death of Doctor Strange, #4 of 5 or 6. Can't remember how many issues it's going to be. I've read only the first one so far. And unfortunately, I already know what happens at the end. Or what happens after, I should say, because of previews. I already know. Well, I won't tell you what I know. You'll find out for yourself if you care to. But there you go. Death of Doctor Strange. Then we have Task Force Z, #3 from DC Comics. I believe that's supposed to be Deadshot, but he looks an awful lot like Deathlock, the Marvel character. But it's pretty sure it's Deadshot, the DC character. Oh, I could have read the cover. Deadshot is back. Still only read the first issue of this. It was okay. Hopefully, issue 2 and issue 3 maybe pick up the pace a little. We'll see. We'll set this aside. And then, so the last regular comic is Swamp Thing, Green Hell, #1, DC Black Label book, one of the oversized ones. And so hopefully this will be very sort of Vertigo-esque, since Vertigo's gone and Black Label seems to be their mature line. But big Swamp Thing fan. Dig this cover. Looking forward to reading that one. Now we got some trade paperbacks. This is a big one. This is The Tomb of Dracula, The Complete Collection, Volume 5. This might be the last one. I read somewhere that this finishes off the Tomb of Dracula color comic book. And I don't know if they're going to continue to print any other Dracula stuff. I mean, this has a wide range of things. Collecting Tomb of Dracula, 1972 edition, 55 through 70, Stoker's Dracula 2 through 4, and material from Marvel Preview number 12 and Savage Sword of Conan number 26. So there's a bunch of stuff in here. There's some black and white stuff, and then, as I said, the color stuff. But there's Blade on the cover right there. Yeah. Finishing up my Tomb of Dracula collection. Love Marvel horror from the 70s. And then the book that I did order but didn't know was coming in this week, coincidentally, is Cult of Dracula. This is from Source Point Press. I heard good things about this mini-series, but I missed out on the first couple issues, so ended up not getting it monthly. Just got the collected edition. And it's supposed to, it looks pretty wild. But more good old Dracula stuff. Is that, that looks very much like a, what's his name cover? The guy that does the Goon. I can't think of his name. Nope, that is not who it is. I don't think. Why can't I think of the creator, writer, artist of the Goon? Nope, don't see his name. What are you going to do? Cult of Dracula. That might go to the top of the trade paperback pile. All right, now, the free stuff that came in this week. The annual Marvel calendar. I wasn't sure that we were going to get one this year. What with paper shortages and stuff. Ooh, we're starting off nice. New Mutants in January. What do we got? Oh, some classic Ghost Rider. Look at that. Got some newfangled Thor. Ooh. Some Carnage. Is this, yeah, Alex Ross. Alex Ross's take on the first issue of the Hulk. Ooh, some fancy Luke Cage. I dig that picture. Marvel's Contest of Champions. I have this book hanging on my wall. Oh, Peter Parker and Mary Jane getting married. And then, oh, there we go. That's how you do it. My birthday month, Dr. Doom. And when the end of the year with Warlock by Jim Starlin. I always hang these up right over there. You can almost see it. And I write, every month I write down when my bills are due. Just so I don't forget. So they get paid. And then the other free stuff, we got DC Connect and big honkin' previews. For some reason, no Marvel previews. Supposed to be in next week. I guess they're special and can't put theirs out when everybody else does. That's it. That's all I got. You know what? My question for you this video is, are you a calendar person? I am. I always have 2 calendars. This year, since I didn't think this thing was going to come out, I'm going to have 3 calendars this year. I always have my free Marvel calendar that as I said, I write my bills on, and then I pick something. Like this year, I've got a DC calendar hanging up in a different spot because I like the artwork. And this year being 2021, of course. For 2022, I bought a Famous Monsters of Filmland calendar from the comic book shop. And then, since I didn't know if I was getting the free Marvel calendar. I got a Star Wars calendar. So I got to find some place to put the third calendar. I got spots for the other two. Got to figure out where the third one's going. But do you buy calendars? Do you get? I want something with artwork that I enjoy. Um, I've had I had a really cool Star Trek calendar that had really retro like posters for the episodes. Maybe I'll dig that out and show you some of that artwork sometime. Um, and of course, I tend towards comic book art or Cthulhu or Star Wars. Just things I want. It's right next to the door, so on my way out every day, I can take a look at what I think is some pretty fun art. And then I got the other calendar that I can write my bills down on. Um, so yeah, do you just throw up the calendar you got from your insurance company? Do you not even bother with calendars, or do you find something that's got artwork or photography, something visually that you enjoy, or do you just not care? Let me know in the comments below. And if you have any comments, questions, or corrections, please put them in the comments below. Comments are open for spoilers. Just post spoiler warning. Again, don't know what we would spoil. I'm not reviewing anything. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you care to follow me on other social media, my Twitter is @Ronin5757. My Instagram, where I post pictures of books, comic books, board games, and fuzzy animals, is Eric Smith 5757. That's Eric with a K, ERIKSMITH 5757. Before I close out, I just realized what I'm wearing. So, that's Deadshot from Task Force Z. This is Deathlock. You can see where I might have made a comparison. Or maybe you can't. Maybe it's just me. I forgot I was wearing this. But, yeah. Marvel character, DC character. Zombified DC character. He's a cyborg. Great character. Anyway, all right. That's enough of that. So, that's all I've got. Yeah, that's all I've got. I already did all my closing stuff. So, until next time, read more comic books.